What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dansweight here, and welcome back to another premiere episode of the Final Fantasy X Masters mod by Karifean. Please remember to hit the like button and show the video some love. Let's get going with this week's episode. Yeah, so I guess he's not able to tell you again that whole list, but that's very interesting. So I'm going to obviously have to refer back to that. I'm going to probably forget it because it's so unlike the normal progression. But this is one of the absolutely biggest changes in the Karifean mod. Obviously, you can mod the enemies and stuff however you want, but removing celestial weapons and changing the post-game progression, leaving the monster arena out of it completely, is extremely interesting, and it's something that I think is going to be very special and interesting to experience. Now, Karifean, in the conversations we've had, I've started to understand more and more what his vision is for the mod. And the way he talks about it, it's basically like a problem-solving challenge where you basically keep jumping from one problem to the next. And the idea of it being grindless, I think, really helps with that, because it's basically you just keep solving one problem after another. And in this mod, every problem is a new boss. And so he wants you to constantly maintain a flow of moving from boss to boss and continuing to solve these series of challenges and puzzles along the way to completion. So it cuts out all of the bullshit. It cuts out all the time you have to spend, doing mini games and capturing and all that kind of stuff. You are just always moving forward towards the next target. And basically, sometimes to get to the next target, you have to beat the one in front of you, get what you need, and then you're in a better position to take on the next one. So I think it's very, very interesting in its structure. I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, I've done so many grindy kind of things over the years with Final Fantasy X, and you guys know that I try to avoid grinding as much as possible. It's not my style of play anymore. I try to hack things in, I try to do all of that whenever I can. But with the Karifean mod, I basically never need to do that, because everything you need is already there, and it's designed in a way where you shouldn't have to be constantly repeating stuff and slogging things out to be able to get through. So in that sense, I'm very much looking forward to what's still to come, and I think we have some seriously interesting battles ahead. And there is, of course, a little bit more freedom to decide how you want to tackle things once you complete the story. But what he is saying here, by not even basically recommending that you go into either Remiem or into the Sunken Cave, is get on with it. Get to Gagazet, start climbing, and start pushing towards the end of the story. And once all of that story is done, then there's still plenty more for you to do. So, we are going to heed Karifean's words, and we are going to skip ahead. So the Calmlands is kind of funny, because if you don't need to capture, which we don't, a lot of the fights just become redundant. Like, we barely had to spend any time in the northwest section. What's the point? We didn't have to do anything there. And so basically, like the Chimera Brain and those kind of guys, they basically, you could completely bypass them. Now, I don't know if he's changed the enemy loadout in the Sunken Cave to kind of make up for that fact, but I do find that pretty interesting. Like Anacondors, we haven't faced them. We might not face them at all. We will have to see. But for now, what could have ended up being 3 sessions, like 3 hours of video time in the Calmlands, becomes moving straight on to the next boss battle. So I did not think I'd be fighting Defender X this quickly, but here we are. And that's what I mean. It's always like the next challenge, the next puzzle, is always looming. Let's see what we can do. Now, any Final Fantasy X player worth their salt knows that Defender X is basically one of the easiest boss fights in the game, especially relative to its position in the story. And one of the main reasons for that is because it always only ever hits one character at a time, and I believe if you provoke it, it just does the blast punch, which takes away half of your current HP. So it can be absolutely ruined and destroyed and made completely useless. And I'm sure Karifean has a few opinions about that, and he's gonna do things a little bit differently. So that's my wacky theory, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be likely. So, first fight, as always, we're just going to kind of leap in there and see what it can do. For now, we're going to comrade for everybody. If it still has that haymaker that hits like a truck, that's going to be always a good one for us. And Lulu does have good evasion, which might help. So let's do a bit of this. Alright, here we go. Only problem is, I think with this one, does it have different battle music? I hope it does, otherwise we're going to have no battle music. I'm going to have to lay it over the top afterwards.
Halt!
What?
Time to go, escargot.
What? Okay, from here on things are starting to get really wacky now. What is happening? What is happening? So, I guess the idea is that the bosses that he didn't use in the monster arena, he's probably going to use them a little bit more in the run-up to the rest of the game, and maybe in the Sunken Cave as well. Holy shit. I think if we can scan, let's just give it a scan. Maybe it's not immune. It doesn't say it's immune. We need to find out more. This is interesting. $180,000. What? Follows an attack pattern. Its shell induces slow on itself, so beware of its speed when it breaks near its depth. Poison can be inflicted only by using an overdrive. Okay, what is it immune to? Zombie, petrification, confusion, sleep, slow, eject, KO. So it's not immune to darkness, it's not immune to silence. It's not immune to provoke, I think. Yeah, it's not immune to provoke. Not immune to poison. Not immune to the breaks as well, it seems. Okay. This is going to be a fight. Okay. So even while slowed, it's trading turns with us, so clearly it's generally going to be quite quick. Let's see what it can do. If Slime one-hit KOs, then we're already finished. It hits one character, but it hits hard. Okay. Fine.
Veil of light, ward wizardly might.
Alright, let's just see if we can survive one more turn here. So Slime first, then... Oof. Yeah, without buffs, we're dying pretty fast here. But at least we get to see the pattern at this stage. That's a start. Megaton. Let's see the damage with Protect. Okay. Yeah, that does the same damage that it does in the Monster Arena, basically. But, as you can see, the overdrives are charging mighty fast here. So, that's good. Now, what if we Mighty Guard here? I would assume that's the rotation, and that's basically all it's going to do. But it can store electricity within it. That whole electricity thing is quite interesting. Its shell weighs it down. So, I want to see if we can evade any of this. Okay, fine. Not too concerned about that for now. We haven't even started trying to damage yet. I don't really want Kimari to be out here right now, but just double checking that Yuna Karifean doesn't have haste. Right, let's swap him out. Who do we bring in here? It's going to be a long old fight. It really is. At least we're getting a whole bunch of turns here, like a lot of turns. Basically, Megaton, we have to let someone die every time it happens. So it talks about storing electricity. Let's do a null shock. What you got? Okay. Anticlimactic, but that's good. So just going to keep stacking up some stuff until I feel ready to go on the attack. Okay. So we know the Demi works now. But it takes a ton of MP. What's it weak to? Weak to salt water. Let's give it one of these. Set things rolling. 3,000. That's not very much. It's also not immune to provoke, but it might just instantly use Megaton. And then basically that kills the provoker, so it's kind of pointless. So I think Slime would be coming next. She does have a use. We'll just use Protect for now. And I want to see if it always uses Megaton on the same character. Like, can I see a pattern with it? Poison, Berserk, right? Poison, Darkness, Berserk. Power Break, Magic Break, Armor Break. Ooh. Very, very nasty. Okay. Yeah, definitely needs an Asuna. Doesn't afflict slow, thankfully. Right, let's try and get a little bit of... I guess it uses White Wind, that's one of the problems. So it's going to keep healing itself from anything we do to it. I think Megaton is next. But so far at least it only has attacks that hit people one at a time. So that's not too bad. I think Waka's one of the only ones that can afflict poison on it using the overdrive. Asuna. I think Kimari is good to bring in for the Asuna. Let's do guard here. That doesn't look like a pattern to me, but fair enough. I'm still going to haste up as many people as I can here. And we'll see if Dark Buster has any chance to miss. Also, Evade and Counter might work on the tongue moves, which could be very good for us. Silence attack might also stop White Wind. Isn't that a spell? Right, Megaton. Who's it on? It's on Orin. That's what we wanted. Yeah, look at those overdrives now. Okay. So this is where you need to nail an Aurochs reels.
Right, you asked for it.
Okay. What? Too fast. Does that do anything? I think it protects it against it. Rip. But to be fair again, because we have white wind, it's a bit of a problem. So after Megaton, it's going to go into its shell now, right? It can still use white wind. Yeah, that's a bit shit. Okay. So, while it's in its shell, what is the deal? I think we should just quickly find out if it's immune to physical damage first. 4, 2, 3. Comes out of Thundarka, yeah. Remember the whole stores electricity thing, right? So we need to develop a little bit of a pattern with this stuff. But I think we can start to go on the attack here. Evade and counter. Yeah, I think keeping Walker out here in general is a bit of a no-brainer. See if Dark Attack's enough. No. Let's go for some overdrives. Don't know if it has a special counter for an overdrive, but we'll see. This is good damage. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. Right, so we're going to bring in our Isuna Masters. Okay. I think we might go Dark Touch Weapon plus Dark Buster at some point. Yeah, we're starting to definitely make a little bit more progress now. Right, is it Orin again? No. Generally fine, not a problem. As long as we get those full overdrives. Then we're going to do it like this. Into its shell it goes. White Wind. Now we're going to do Silence Buster to start. To give ourselves the most time possible. Does Dispel work or not? Let's find out. Okay, we can't stop those statuses, that's fine. What if we did a Banishing Blade now? See what this does. Not bad. And now, to get as much damage as possible, I need to nail this one. I've been on a good streak. Nope. That's a shame. Threw it away. Basically, once the first one's gone, there's no point anyway. It just wastes your time. I really need that poison to get on there, but I just can't get it. But she's got Magic Break, right? Yeah. I actually kind of want to do a flare on it while it's mental broken. Let's go. And then maybe Riku can copycat it, honestly. 4,200. Yeah, I should have copycatted first. Damn it. See how much with Magic Break. 2,300. Not great. It doesn't have a water. Oh, he does. Screw it. Thought she'd evade that. That's good damage. I think she's been hit with slow as well. Honestly, I think it's better she dies in this scenario, unfortunately. Oh, she survived with 4 HP, you kidding me? Now her reflexes are too good. It's about the best damage we're going to get at the moment. 202, holy crap. That's really bad. everyone's already hasted. Yeah. I think without piercing, we're just really not doing much here. Doubles max MP. I kind of forgot that I had that. Damn. Why not? Oh, he doesn't have Osmos yet. I thought he did. Damn it. Yeah, we just don't have the best damage dealing options while it's in its shell. Have to spam items, honestly. Alright, let's start to speed things up now. Okay. Good evasion. Don't want to use too many more like Buster type moves if I can avoid it. She's still doing more damage than most. Wait. Lulu just refuses to die in this one. Weirdly. Yep. Literally gonna have her kill herself. Okay, that's fine. Overdrive's an overdrive. Let's see. Alright, let's begin. Same again. We need to silence here. Just keep up the pressure. Honestly, it might be better just to use these. Bring Yuna in instead. It's one fight where Memory Cursor would have been a good idea. If she survives long enough, that overdrive will at least do good damage. Okay. Hits you with some nasty status effects, man. So what we're going to do, we're going to mental break here, and then we're going to use Lulu's overdrive. Alright, here we go. Water our Fury. Actually, I should have used Demi Fury. I kind of forgot. But that's good damage. That's really good damage. Okay, now we're rolling. Who else could do with an overdrive? I mean, still worth trying with Waka. I think I might get it right eventually. Okay, it's not so bad. One more tongue attack. Got evaded. Can Orin get another move in? No, he can't. Of course he can't. Honestly, I think letting your party members die is generally working a bit better for us. But we're finally making some progress here. Megaton time, let's see who gets the overdrives. Okay, it's not the worst outcome. So Phoenix down, and now we're going to go for... I mean, which one's going to do more damage? Let me think. It's going to do 1/8, that's still almost quad 9 damage. I'm going to do a Demi Fury here, weirdly. Never done this before. 7 demis, let's see. 4,900. 4,600. Yeah, that's huge damage. Wow. Sheesh. That was nice. So since white wind's going to happen, I need to just be careful here. I'm going to give Titus an ether. Okay. Let's see. Just going to wait a sec here. Silence Buster first. Okay. Vanishing Blade. And I, at the third time of asking, can I get an Aurochs Reels? It's funny, I had a really good streak. I think maybe the last 10 times I used it, probably 8 or 9 of them I got it. And I failed it twice in a row now. Did that go critical? Whatever the case, it was good. I think let's start pumping some haste on anyone who doesn't have it at this stage. Because it's going to speed up very soon. Let's try one more time. Yeah, I'm definitely mad that I haven't been able to do this. Come on. There we go, finally. Whew. Surely this has got to work now. Can only be poisoned with overdrives. That should have done it, no? Damn it. Well, which overdrive do you want? Like Bio Fury? Does it work differently with Bio? Now, is there anyone else I can generally help here that doesn't have haste? She has haste. I think Holy Water for her. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, it is poisoned. Okay, I saw it. 7,200. Nice. And the counter. And the shell is going. I have a feeling it's going to be immune to like dispel or slow or anything like that. Oh shit. Here we go. Let's get some speed out here. Now we need to hold on a little bit. The evading counter should be helping us here. And it has all of the brakes on there. All of them. Is it immune to sleep or not? It probably was, right? I'm not going to scan again to find out. I think it's too fast now, so we need to be careful. Good crit, wow. Try and delay it. I think at least a little bit. I think that's not the worst idea. I think it is immune to slow. I remember seeing something about that. I think it's immune. It hasn't, because it hasn't been hasted, it just has high agility. So I think we're going to have to ride this out. I'm pretty sure that's how it was. It's not immune to delay, so we can keep giving ourselves a chance here. Good evasion. And I think we should be able to hold on for the finish here. Yeah, the poison, if I had got that earlier, this fight would have taken like 10 minutes less. There we go. Whew. At least we got it first time. That was tough. I think I made it tougher than it should have been by missing the Aurochs reels, but there you go. Managed to get it done. That was definitely a surprise. The surprises have been aplenty since we made it to the Calmlands. But thankfully, we get to continue to fight another day. 50,000 AP. And I think in terms of items, we use like 1 ether and a decent chunk of Phoenix Downs. But the Phoenix Downs is the only thing I've got to restore. The rest is fine. Musk and sleeping powder. Ah, yeah, okay. We're probably going to have confusion from that move, so we need some confuse proof. Okay. We can continue to push on. And now we get to listen to the Gagazet theme the entire way up. It's going to be so much better. Let's skip these scenes.
Summoner, you.
Oh, okay.
Small voice, small frame, but a will that towers over Gagazet's peak.
Right, definitely need a save here. I forgot we had the Kimari fight. That's another one I'm curious about. How is he going to tackle that? I mean, historically, it tends to be a relatively easy fight, but depending maybe on which path you took Kimari on, could be more interesting. Okay, more HP, definitely welcome. He doesn't have a ton of HP. Spray, not that useful, but hey, we'll take it. And +4 agility is pretty nice, honestly. Sorry, not... well, the agility is good anyway, but the accuracy up to 20 now. It's not too bad. Well, to be honest, his accuracy is still pretty bad. And that's it. So not many choices to make, I think, at the moment. We keep pushing on. Little more agility. I think the evasion's a little bit redundant here. But more accuracy is definitely good. Right, so we said we were going to make our way to Osmos, and I think I said I was going to give Lulu the Osmos. That's how I've been trying to operate so far. That's a decision I've made. I've sacrificed a little bit here for this, but I've been sitting on those yellow spheres for a long time. I think it's about time I use one. Because I don't know when we're going to get 3 stars or anything like that. So, and well, it's useful for Waka too, to have the Osmos. You saw in that previous fight, I kind of forgot that I didn't have it, and I tried to use it. Okay. For a second I thought I might have another branching path, but we can continue on. Spare change, interesting. Barely have any spare change. More agility, more HP, more magic. I definitely wanted to use a copycat trick, I just slightly messed it up, unfortunately. Right, Lulu. Oh, she gets level 3 spells. Let's go. Finally. So, once I've done all of this, I'm going to put one more save in, and then I think I'm going to use this for Osmos. Reflect, it's a nice one to learn. Oh my god. I left it on there to show you guys. Okay. Reflect, definitely always a useful tool. Often underused, I think, but I do feel like there's going to be at least some fights where it's going to be massively important. Alright, good stuff. I think that's already everybody. Wow. So I don't think we got a massive boost really, but we're going to have to make do with what we have. So, another save, and then it's finally time to use a yellow sphere. Okay. So, it is now decision time. I'm really torn still. Like, I feel like at this stage I really need to use the black magic sphere on something. I feel like once you're done with the story, you probably start to be able to get level 3 key spheres or the level 1s to break out of grids. Like, I feel like that stuff happens anyway. And then you're like the fact that you've held on to them for so long is kind of pointless. So I feel like now is probably a good time to start cashing them in. 46 magic for Waka makes it very interesting for me, and the fact that he has 110 MP and Osmos, I mean he's basically almost the same as Lulu here. So I'm like, do you teach him black magic? Like, what do you do here? Yuna's on 48. I just feel like in serious battles, Yuna spends so much more of her turns like buffing and just helping out. That does she really have time to bust off like a flare or something? It's just not going to be that useful. Basically, I feel like just using one for Osmos and one for flare. Basically. Let's just remind ourselves of whether she gets double cast. The answer is yes. So double cast flare is always one of the strongest tools that we have. So I feel like Lulu learning flare is like a must. So you kind of go, he's kind of given you 2 paths here. If you look at the number of spheres needed for each, once you get to this point, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In 10 sphere levels, you can get yourself to Ultima. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 17, 18 for double cast. It's just a really big tool. Double cast. I can use Flare Fury, which could be very big as well. So, yeah. Riku copycatting still gives her a chance to at least use some magic. Yuna, she has an overdrive, she can summon an Aeon. Will she learn Holy eventually? She will. So she will get something eventually as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say Osmos. And I'm going to say Flare. That's what we're going to try. It would be nice for Tidus to be able to learn a skill. He's got half MP cost as well, but I think we still have enough to go that for now we'll leave it alone. We will just have Kumari on the go. Change his overdrive mode to Stoic. Create a new save, and then we will go for it. See if we can beat the brothers. Alright, let's go. Who was the one that sold stuff? It's this guy. Weapons. Interesting. Alright, let's go. See what our boy can do. He's got piercing too, and he's got good elemental protection.
Biran rend you asunder. Hardless, hardless.
Nah, hold on. We've got to do something here. I'm turning off the cutscene remover because the music's not playing, and I can't have that. It's too iconic. I'm not skipping out on that. I've got a save right there anyway.
Rend you asunder. Hardless, hardless.
Okay, here we go. This is how the Lord intended this fight to be, with this particular background music. Now, I think I should maybe... Honestly, I should just scan them. We die, we die. Let's just give them a scan, see what they do. Oh, 10,000. Very weak magic. Copies any move targeting him alone. Specializes in physical attacks. Okay. Status-wise, petrification, eject, KO. It's not immune to anything else. Okay. That's a start. I don't mind going into SOS HP here. It's gonna give me a scan. There we go. Let's do another scan. Be a good way to keep up with their HP as well. I'm not going to keep swapping weapons. Same deal. Okay. But his strength is pretty weak, so with him we can probably trade. Fine. So, where do we begin? Probably 5 times cheer is always a good place to start. And then we're gonna decide how to deal with them. Alright. Yeah, that stuff is useless, so it's fine. Speed up a little here. Okay. Oh, frost bulldoze. I think that's the one that I was missing. I need to check on my nulls again. I think I might get rid of the SOS overdrive, honestly, and change it to something else, like the overdrive mode. Let's have another look. I think if you cover all 4 elements, that really makes you well protected against them. Not a problem. Blaze, Tide, Shock. Frost. I can't even put piercing on. What the hell? It's lame. Oh wow, we can have half MP cost. That's dope. But I'm not going to use any of this stuff. Just want to have a go like this. See what happens.
Hornless, hornless.
Alright, let's try this one again. Now that I know a little bit more about what to expect. But even with all those cheers, that frost bulldoze thing just ripped completely through me. It was really nasty. But now we're going to hopefully nullify all 4 elements, and that's going to be a good start. And then we'll try to break them down. So they have their normal moves, and then if you do something to them, they're going to mirror you instead of doing their normal move. Oof, that was very close. Maybe too close for comfort, honestly. I think they still do like their bulldoze moves and stuff. I should probably still heal. Okay. So, do they sentinel for each other? I'm going to try and do a dark attack on this one. He's basically weak anyway in terms of his physical attacks. Yeah. And because he's already under darkness, he can't do anything to me. So let's work on him first. And this guy's attacks are going to be weak. Nice. Okay, so we have the battle under control so far, it seems. Alright, looking good. Not able to charge much overdrive again. I should have gone for Rook, I think. That's the one thing I should have done, but it's okay. It's going to take a lot of hits though. He's not particularly strong, especially since he went down the white mage path. But as you can see, essentially we're not taking any damage at the moment. Just making sure I use the cursor correctly. There you go. So at least the SOS stuff that I built for Natus is actually showing its value in another fight, which is always nice. It wasn't just for one. Always good to see that stuff. Because obviously this entire strat fails if you don't have the elemental protections. Yeah, this guy's weak. One more dark attack I think should do it. The cursor's a bit annoying for me to get the right one. Like I had to press left for it to go to Yenke. Give each other life. That means you have to take them both out at the same time. How does that work? It basically means you have to take them down with an overdrive, I guess. An overdrive that kills both of them. Because I can't obviously stop him from using life. I don't know if they do it if they are next to each other. If they're not, then they don't do it. That's one thing I'll check. They might not be able to do it from the other side of the quote-unquote arena. So now I'm going to wait for them, yeah, to split apart here. Alright. Nah, it does it from there too. Okay, fine. I think I might have to change my overdrive mode. Honestly, I don't think there's too much I can do otherwise. I'll bring them close to death. 2,500. Took 800 away, about 1,600. 1,200. Alright, one more hit. Oh! He brings him back 3 times and then he doesn't. I was trying to leave him on very little HP. Now, this guy, we don't want to... Well, we can play the same game, really. But with this one, I think if he lands a hit... Oh, now he does it. Doesn't change much then. I don't have a silence move here to stop him. But I think there is a little window there. Basically, I think it's best right now. Now I need to scan them and control their HP here. And strike them down at the right time. And then I should be able to do it. Okay. Alright, so this guy should be 1 hit away. 429. So then I wait for a chance when I have 2 attacks, and then I take out both of them, basically. I think that's the general plan. This is how we're going to do it. What's my weapon? Oh yeah, I need the Null Frost, so I've got to stay like this. So it doesn't look too bad at the moment, but mostly because of the 4 elemental protection. Right. I think we can keep going. Yeah, I think he's set up the agility nicely there. Basically now and then you get a window of 2 moves. And so you really need to be patient and just move at the right time. The only thing that can go wrong is if I crit and kill them at the wrong time. But I should have enough NP to see this through. Okay. So now we don't want to crit. Oh, okay. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, so now this is where we don't want to crit. If we crit now, then we have to restart. Good. So the next time we get 2 attacks, we should be able to finish it. 182, 489. Okay. Let's just wait here. Yeah, the turns get manipulated in a bad way here. Gonna use Cure. Okay. Now, I should be able to finish them off. Unless I get unlucky and we can't kill this guy in one hit. We got it. And we got it. There it is, my friends. Biran and Yenke in the Final Fantasy X Masters mod. Oh. Wow. Serious stuff.
Strong is Kimari. Biran is happy.
I wanted to see Yuna's statue too, but I wanted to see it with Yuna by my side.
Some things you just can't edit out.